I looked at myself in the mirror. My hands were shaking. Tonight, I had to choose between love and money. My name is Leona. I am 22 years old. I work in a small flower shop. I make very little money. My family struggles every day. We live in a tiny apartment with thin walls. Sometimes we eat rice and beans for a whole week. Life is very hard for us. 1 year ago, I met Enzo. He works at a pizza place near my shop. His smile made my heart beat fast the first time I saw him. He has dark hair and kind eyes. When he laughs, I feel warm inside. He is the love of my life. Enzo and I have been together for a year now. Every day with him feels special. We are poor, but we are happy. We walk by the river at sunset. We share one ice cream with 2 spoons. He writes me little love notes on napkins from work. When I read them, my heart melts. On weekends, Enzo cooks for me in his small kitchen. He makes pasta with his own hands. The sauce is simple, but it tastes wonderful. We sit on his old couch and watch movies on his tiny TV. He holds me close. I feel safe in his arms. But everything changed 2 months ago. My father works as a cleaner in a big office building. One day, he forgot his lunch at home. I decided to bring it to him. I put on my best dress and went to his workplace. The building was huge and shiny. Everything looked expensive. I felt small and out of place. I found my father on the 20th floor. He was cleaning the offices of very important people.
Leona, what are you doing here?
He asked. "You forgot your lunch, Papa," I said. Just then, a man in an expensive suit walked out of the biggest office. He was tall and handsome. His hair was perfect. His shoes were shiny. He looked like he came from a magazine. When he saw me, he stopped walking. His eyes opened wide. He stared at me.
"Who is this young lady?"
He asked my father.
This is my daughter, Leona.
My father said quietly. The man walked over to me. He smiled.
"Hello, Leona. I am Mr. Anderson. I own this company."
My heart started beating fast. He was my father's boss. He looked at me like I was very special.
"You are lovely,"
he said.
"Would you like to have dinner with me this Friday?"
I felt my face turn red. I don't know," I said.
"Please think about it."
He said. He gave me his business card.
"Call me when you decide."
I left the building quickly. My father followed me.
Leona,
He said outside.
Mr. Anderson is a very rich man. He owns 3 companies. If he likes you, your life could change. Our whole family's life could change.
That night, I couldn't sleep. I thought about Enzo. I thought about Mr. Anderson. I looked at the business card. It said, Mr. Anderson, CEO. The next day, I told Enzo about meeting my father's boss. But I didn't tell him about the dinner invitation. I didn't tell him how Mr. Anderson looked at me. I felt guilty, but I kept it secret. Finally, I decided to call him. Maybe one dinner wouldn't hurt. Maybe I could help my family.
"Leona!"
Mr. Anderson said when I called.
I'm so happy you called. Friday at 8? I'll pick you up.
Friday came. I told Enzo I had to work late. Another lie. Mr. Anderson came in a beautiful black car. He wore a perfect suit. He opened the car door for me. We went to the most expensive restaurant in the city. The food was perfect. Mr. Anderson asked me about my dreams and my life. He listened to every word I said. He made me feel important.
You are incredible, Leona.
He said.
I have never met anyone like you.
I smiled, but my heart felt heavy. I was thinking about Enzo. At that moment, he was probably eating cheap noodles in his small room. Mr. Anderson asked me out again and again. I said yes. I told myself it was only dinner, but I knew it was more. He was falling in love with me, and I was lying to both him and Enzo. He took me to expensive shows. We ate at the best restaurants. He bought me jewelry. He treated me like a queen. But my heart still belonged to Enzo. After 2 months of secret dates, I couldn't lie anymore. I had to choose. Last night, Mr. Anderson took me to his huge house. The garden was like a park. Everything was perfect and expensive,
Leona,
he said, holding my hands.
I love you. I want to marry you. I can give you everything. A beautiful house, nice clothes, a good life. Your family will never be poor again.
I thought about my mother, who needed medicine. I thought about my little sister, who wore old clothes. I thought about my father, who worked so hard but earned so little. Then I thought about Enzo, his smile, his gentle hands, the way he made me laugh, the way he held me when I cried. He had no money, but he had given me his whole heart. I made my choice. I chose Mr. Anderson. Yes, I said quietly, I will marry you. He was so happy. He kissed me, but I felt empty inside. Tonight, I have to tell Enzo. I will break his heart and mine. I will tell him I don't love him anymore. I will not tell him the real reason. I looked at myself in the mirror again. Tears were falling down my face. In 1 hour, I would go to Enzo's apartment. I would end our love story. I tried to tell myself it was right. Maybe I can fall in love with Mr. Anderson. He is kind and smart. Maybe love will grow slowly. But poverty makes everything harder. Maybe my love for Enzo would die anyway. That was 6 months ago. Now I am married to Mr. Anderson. I live in his big house. I wear expensive clothes. My family is not poor anymore. My mother has her medicine. My sister goes to a good school. My father doesn't have to work so hard. He is good to me. He buys me gifts. He takes me on trips. He tells me he loves me every day. I try to love him back. Sometimes I think maybe I can, but I am not happy. Yesterday, we went to the most expensive restaurant in the city. The food was perfect. Everything was beautiful. He talked about buying a bigger house. He smiled at me, but I was thinking about Enzo. I remembered the simple pasta he made for me in his small kitchen. It was not fancy, but it was made with love. tasted better than this expensive food. Last week, we drove in his new car. He talked about his business plans, but I wasn't listening. I was remembering the day Enzo and I ran from a big dog in the park. We were scared, but laughing so hard. We held hands and ran together. I wish he was next to me now instead. Every night, I lie in my big bed. He sleeps next to me. He thinks we have a perfect life. But I stare at the ceiling and think about Enzo. Did I make the right choice? I gave up true love for money. My family is safe now, but what about my heart? Maybe one day I will love him the way I loved Enzo. Maybe the pain will go away, but I think Enzo will stay in my heart forever. Would you choose love or money? Subscribe now and join our English story journey.